Welcome back to the epic battles between Superman versus Black Adam. Before we dive into the analysis, I just want to say thank you very much. Superman has repeatedly proven power beyond all standards when he single-handedly destroyed the world engine while in a weakened state. This was a Kryptonian machine capable of restructuring an entire planet's atmosphere and terrain to transform it into an ideal environment for Kryptonian survival. Just a few hours were enough for this device to warp the structure of an entire city, and within only a few weeks it could render an entire planet unfit for life. Superman charging directly into the heart of that destructive pressure and destroying the world engine with his own hands was not only a physical victory, but also a triumph of will that surpassed the limits of survival. Superman also confronted and executed General Zod, a battle-hardened Kryptonian warrior with physical attributes nearly equal to Superman's. That battle was not merely a collision of raw power, but a clash between two opposing ideals of existence. There was also the moment when Superman completely overwhelmed the Justice League, defeating Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and Flash in an instant. Although there are opinions suggesting his power at that time was amplified by the Mother Boxes, this has never been officially confirmed. Regardless of the cause, the result remains unchanged. It was an absolute and overwhelming display of power. Superman is not simply a powerful entity. He represents the burden of strength and responsibility. Every battle pushes him to the boundary between protection and destruction, between salvation and losing himself. This inner conflict is what truly defines Superman, not as an invincible god, but as a living symbol of moral choice in a world filled with chaos. Superman once faced Doomsday and ended the life of this creature with a kryptonite spear in the most tragic moment of the battle. Doomsday is a hybrid Kryptonian entity that is nearly impossible to destroy, possessing brute strength great enough to hurl Batman in his specialized armor designed to counter Superman, repeatedly overpower Wonder Woman, and with only a partial release of energy, completely destroy Stryker's Island. Victory over Doomsday was not merely superiority in strength, but a price Superman was willing to pay to protect humanity. After that, he appeared like a storm, swiftly defeating Steppenwolf, a star-conquering warlord who had easily crushed Atlanteans, Amazons, and the entire Justice League except Superman, had once killed a Green Lantern, fought Zeus and Ares at their peak, and even survived a confrontation with Doomsday. Against such an opponent, Superman still demonstrated absolute dominance. Equally important was the moment Superman coordinated with Cyborg to separate the Mother Box, the trio of ancient destructive artifacts created by Darkseid on the planet Apokolips, with the ability to reshape and destroy an entire world. If that process had been completed, Earth would have been fully transformed into a replica of Apokolips. This action shows that Superman is not only a living weapon, but also a strategic pillar within the DC universe. He does not merely defeat threats on a planetary or divine scale, but stands at the final boundary between survival and annihilation. Every appearance he makes brings hope, yet is inseparably tied to sacrifice and immense pressure. Superman was once completely brought down but still survived the explosion of a nuclear bomb, a true near-death experience. His skin and muscle tissue were severely burned, and his body showed almost no clear signs of survival. The immense radiation temporarily disrupted his regenerative ability, long regarded as nearly limitless, leaving Superman in a rare and fragile state. Yet it was in that very moment that his resilient vitality became clearer than ever as he gradually recovered and returned. Before the final confrontation with Zod, Superman and his opponent generated shockwaves so violent that they shook the surrounding space itself. In the battle with Doomsday, Superman slammed the creature into the ground with such tremendous force that it created massive dust storms and pressure blasts that swept away the entire surrounding area. Superman also demonstrated pure physical strength by pulling a massive vessel weighing more than 6,000 tons across water and ice with near ease. Superman is not a symbol of absolute invulnerability. He can be injured, weakened, and even face death. That is precisely what makes his achievements more meaningful, because every time he rises again, it is not only a victory of Kryptonian power, but a victory of the will to protect the world he chose as his home. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, and turn on notifications to watch the earliest videos. Thank you very much. Black Adam is similar to Shazam at the most fundamental level, in that both transform by uttering the Shazam incantation. The moment the words are spoken, the power of the ancient Egyptian gods immediately converges and restructures his entire body, turning a mortal man into the embodiment of divine authority. The stamina of Shu grants him endurance beyond any human limit. A divine metabolic process allows Black Adam to possess a physique that surpasses all mortal boundaries. Magical energy continuously circulates through his body, rendering him nearly immortal and maintaining a state of perfection regardless of time or injury. Next is the speed of Heru, which allows Black Adam to move at terrifying velocity, even reaching near light speed while in orbit, turning him into an uncatchable storm. The strength of Amon is the foundation that causes Black Adam to be directly compared to Superman and Captain Marvel, and in many cases even surpass them. Every strike carries power sufficient to crush cosmic-level entities. The wisdom of Zehudi opens another dimension of depth, enabling Black Adam to access a vast reservoir of knowledge and comprehend countless languages and civilizations in an instant. Aton grants the ability to fly and to unleash magical lightning, which is the source of his transformation, while also comprehensively enhancing his physical attributes and creating formidable magical resistance against a wide range of supernatural attacks. Finally, there is the courage of Mayhem, the most invisible yet enduring power, allowing Black Adam to stand firm against all trials, never retreating or trembling even when facing the most formidable enemies. Black Adam is not merely a powerful warrior, but a symbol of ancient authority and indomitable will. His power is absolute, yet it is also bound to the faith and responsibility of a warrior king. Black Adam has repeatedly entered brutal confrontations with numerous top-tier heroes and entities, from Power Girl, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter, to Stargirl, Plastic Man, Jay Garrick, and many Green Lanterns, all of whom have directly faced his wrath. The power of Black Adam reaches terrifying heights when he is able to fly straight through the Spectre, an entity that embodies sacred judgment. This is clear evidence that his strength is not limited to the physical level, but extends into higher metaphysical realms. He is confirmed to be equal to Superman, and more notably, Superman does not need to hold back when fighting Black Adam, because he understands that his opponent can endure attacks delivered at full power. Superman himself has admitted that Black Adam strikes harder than even Captain Marvel Shazam. At the core of Black Adam's power are 6 ancient Egyptian gods. This combination grants him overwhelming strength, extraordinary speed, near limitless endurance, the ability to fly, and the capacity to unleash destructive energy. Black Adam is not only physically powerful, but is the embodiment of ancient authority, forged by a will to dominate and an uncompromising warrior spirit. Every battle he enters resembles a trial between gods and mortals, where the line between victory and defeat becomes blurred before absolute power. In reality, Black Adam has repeatedly shown that he can overpower Superman, and this has been clearly demonstrated on multiple occasions. The origin of this advantage begins with comparisons to Shazam, an entity confirmed to possess raw strength, surpassing even Superman. Black Adam, however, is fundamentally different. He possesses equivalent power, but is also a fully matured warrior, battle-hardened by experience, and driven by the nature of a cold and decisive killer who strikes without hesitation. When discussing the most powerful entities in the DC universe, the names most often placed at the top are Superman, Shazam, and Orion. Most fans believe Superman stands at the absolute pinnacle. However, the reality on the battlefield is far more complex. In one direct confrontation with an enraged Superman unleashing his full power, Black Adam still stood firm and was not subdued. A brief clash between Black Adam and Orion further reinforces this view. Although Orion is a divine warrior of the new gods, their skirmish was not intense enough to determine a clear victor, demonstrating that Black Adam was in no way inferior to the highest tier entities. And in moments when he is not restrained by mercy, Black Adam is always the one who causes the balance of power to tilt in his favor. Although both have long histories, the number of times they have truly engaged in direct combat is not many. Black Adam is more often associated with Shazam than with Superman. However, in Forever Evil, Black Adam's most striking confrontation took place when he faced Ultraman, the evil counterpart of Superman from the crime syndicate of Earth 3. This battle further highlighted Black Adam's status as a force capable of standing toe-to-toe with the most powerful icons of the DC universe, where the line between hero and tyrant is sometimes separated by only a single choice. Superman's nature means that he rarely chooses the path of killing an opponent unless he is pushed to the absolute limit. This is precisely what creates the unique appeal of the Superman portrayed by Henry Cavill, a hero wielding godlike power, yet constantly bound by morality and compassion. However, if Black Adam were to lose control and descend into madness and bloodlust, the possibility of Superman being forced to deliver a killing blow would be real, but only if he is not defeated by Black Adam beforehand. The brutality of Black Adam was clearly demonstrated during World War III when he confronted the Teen Titans and the Justice Society of America. The tragedy reached its peak with the death of Black Adam Jr., also known as Osiris, his brother-in-law, whom he regarded as family, who was betrayed, killed, and devoured by Sobek, once his closest friend. This event shows that there is no place for mercy in Black Adam's world, and that loss inevitably leads to escalating violence. Black Adam is fully capable of killing Superman because the Kryptonian's fatal weakness lies in magic and electricity. Black Adam possesses both of these elements, and if he can control himself tactically, using intellect instead of arrogance and rage, he could push Superman into a severe disadvantage. Superman's nature always forces him to restrain himself with every strike, because even the slightest miscalculation could harm the vulnerable people he has sworn to protect. This self-restraint is both his greatest virtue and his greatest limitation in battles where lives are at stake. If Superman does not unleash his full power immediately from the very first moment, Black Adam will gain a certain advantage through his decisiveness and ruthlessness. However, Superman possesses many abilities that Black Adam does not, from X-ray vision and heat vision to super breath and hearing that surpasses all other beings. These abilities are so ingrained in him that they have become natural reflexes, serving as unexpected tactical assets in direct confrontation. They allow Superman to control the battlefield, read situations more quickly, and react with greater precision to even the smallest movements of his opponent. In terms of strategic thinking, Superman also holds a clear advantage. Black Adam often acts under the influence of anger and pride, while Superman fights with reason and situational analysis. Ultimately, if a conclusion must be drawn, I lean towards Superman's victory. What do you think about this battle? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you all very much.